Tenacious 3-year-old Samantha, affectionately known as Sammy, suffered burn scarring to 30% of her body. Her speech and walk may not be like other kids, but Sammy continues with a bright and positive outlook, lovingly supported by her family and the BC Centre for Ability support staff.
She went through some really terrible things in ICU. She had heart and lung failure. She had blood infection. She was essentially on the last level of life support, and she had a stroke, and she just went through terrible things, but she's a little fighter. So she sort of soldiered through and made it. We were aware that she had a brain injury, but we didn't entirely know what that meant or where she would go. Sort of everything with her prognosis is an educated guess. She needed people to love her and be there for her and support her and care for her.
Before Sammy's discharge from Sunny Hill, Asia and fiancé Mike were connected with Josh Myers at the Community Brain Injury Program for Children and Youth at the BC Centre for Ability.
I really wanted to be reassuring to her that we work with a lot of kids across the province who have had brain injuries, and we've got a really good team out there where they are, and that we would do everything that we could in our power to help them achieve their goals in rehab.
I didn't really know what she does is really intensive, obviously, and I didn't know what all was going to be involved there. And had she been discharged without the BC Centre for Ability assisting us, I would have been sort of left to my own devices to find therapists.
Part of my role on Sammy's team was actually to coordinate those services, the physiotherapy and the speech and language therapy for her once she was home from hospital, and that included the work of Jamie Carvey and Janet Ross.
Janet and Jamie, who were the two therapists that she worked with from the BC Centre for Abilities, they're both amazing, and they showed me what her therapy sessions should look like in that, she enjoyed herself, and that's where this idea of therapy being play for her came up. So the same thing where, it sort of set the stage so that once we were discharged from the Community Brain Injury Program, I then knew what to look for Sammy. So, if she had a therapist that came in that maybe didn't work with her the same way, or, didn't see it as play, or if Sammy spent most of their therapy session crying, then I would know that this is not right. So they just showed us and showed Sammy what this needed to look like, and just eliminated me having to figure that all out on my own.
Sammy's therapy and development continue, including aquatic rehabilitation and hippotherapy on horseback, and is now using sign language and learning to verbalize words.
The most important thing for me is that she's happy and that she's healthy, and that's really all that matters.
I think she's proved to me and her therapists that she takes life's challenges head on. She's courageous, she's tenacious, and I think that every single hurdle that she's had to overcome, she's done so with incredible grace and strength, and she's going to do incredibly well. I have no doubt in my mind that she's going to do great things.
She just has such a positive outlook on life that to her it's just her life. She just, has fun with it every day. I'm very lucky to have her.
The BC Centre for Ability congratulates Sammy Irwin, Hero of Ability, as she continues to grow and thrive in our community.